Spread your legs a little bit.
See how his toes are?
Yeah.
Your toes are pointing to the wood.
It's a bit flat, it's a bit awkward, it's not uncomfortable. Right, it's nice and comfortable. Now you're facing the right position to shoot like the arrow. Make sure the bow's flat, so you can put the arrow on. Right. In all these cases, you see, we've got two different colours, red and yellow. Two red feathers and one white one. Make sure the odd colour feather, in this case it's the white one in all of them, yeah? It's always facing upwards, yeah? Obvious reasons, because if it's facing this way, it won't fly through the problem. So it's facing this way.
Are the feathers all different sizes?
Oh no, they're all the same. But you see, here it's flat, yeah? This one's broken up so it's that way. Okay? It's facing upwards.
So when he says you hold the bow
Right, it's possible, not locking it, okay? When you're ready, just pull your right hand back to just about underneath your chin, okay? Hold it then until you're ready, you've got the target, and then let go.
How are you aiming with your arm?
Now, this is a difficult point to see.
It's a lot of guesswork.
Oh.
Because on our bows, we've got no sights, it's all judgment work, so it's a bit more flat.
Oh, alright.
Okay. Roughly round about there, I always do. Right.
That goes behind the string.
Okay.
Those two fingers go below. And that one.
Hold it there. Yeah?
That one goes on the top.
Yeah?
Okay.
Right, so spin the bow flat then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put your arm out there.
A bit further.
Yeah.
And then they go.
Hey! Rob?
As far as you can. As far as you can. Oh. Unlucky. We'll try again then. Remember this time.
Just there. Just the right.
Good shot. Maximum of 11 so far.
I'm not done.
Yeah. Make sure you've got to shoot.
Steady, steady fast. Steady, steady. Okay.
Good shot. 9 points.
I think I hit myself on the way.
9 out of possible 10. Good.
Yeah, let's try this one off out a bit higher. See if the arrow's fine.
Bit go this time.
I don't think so.
Alright.
Oh. Robin had to tip off one. Skimmed right off one feather. I guess it was I thought
Go straight back. Straight back.
No. Yes, I did. Oh, in the first run, you only got no, I got 3 on, Brent. No, I got 3 on. Oh, I think I'm more than you. I didn't get 2 on the first round. Why did you? She's maggot. At her first try.
all that way. That's
All right, man. Let go.
Yeah, step down.
Oh, okay.
Wind took that one. Right, let your lucky way in.
Oh, right over.
Let your lucky way. Great, good shot.
Okay, Megan.
Put it on.
Nice job, Megan.
Think it's straight, remember?
Nice one, Amy.
Six, that's the line. So that's what?
Okay, Megan.
7, 3, and 6s.
No.
Yeah.
Don't shoot it while you look. Now do.
23.
Jeez, you can't remember anything.
Hey. Good.
What just happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
It's called a what? Bull's
Eye.
Let's check it out. Wow.
No, curl your fingers. Give your thing on. Where's the guard?
No.
Here's the guard. Wow.
It is?
Yeah, that
It's a
counts.
9 point.
I got
Who's that
one
come
of
from?
those.
Who's this come from? Mr. Brent Peterson? Wow. Think Amy will ever have one?
Woo!
Oh, that's 9.
Did you hear that sail through the air, Amy? That sounded beautiful.
That makes some family members.
I'm hard to believe
Imagine it too. Oh dear. Get your eyes on that one. Three out of 4, that's the record today, I think.
Brent. Whoa! Hold it. Okay. Okay, Megan.
Well, you nearly split that arrow on the floor.
Consistency, that's what you want, right? Consistent.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, Megan, rip this one right back. Oh, yeah, Megan, all right. Okay.
Mom, can I take a picture of both of the bullseyes? Come on, Mom!
Picture.
I need a picture.
Where's that last picture? Right here.
Last picture goes to Amy.
Dad, you got 3 bullseyes.
Right here.
Amy, that's great. Congratulations. Come on, Brent. What are you having, Brent? Megan, what are you having? What are you guys having? Afternoon tea? Megan, what are you eating? Scones. Good tip. Cheerio.
Cheerios, Honey Nuts, and whole wheat. A good part of this wholesome breakfast.
Hey, Brent, where are we?
We're in a maze, my old thing. I am not.
I think you're lost, Brent. Through the maze. Wave, Meg.
I
Did you do it? Wait, start. Okay. Where are you, Brent?
In the maze. Stranded. Amy and Megan are playing checkers over there.
How do you know the right way to go, Brent? Dun, 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 dun. This is the pattern of the Marlborough maze that the kids were in. It's the second largest maze in the world, and in the center it spells out Blenheim, the palace of the Duke of Marlborough, where Churchill was born. Over here is a miniature golf course, a bouncing palace, and the hugest chess game I've ever seen. Kids are off to play that next. Greg is visiting Churchill's rooms in the palace. Amy, go stand next to Amy, there. That's okay where you were. Okay, shall we play chess, Amy? Go ahead. Carry on. Okay, my move. What did you move, babe? Megan, where are you? And what's the maze in the shape of? A cannon firing, cannonballs, spears, and trumpets, and a flag. All trying to get to the center of the maze, which spells out Blenheim.
And Blenheim Churchyard. Is that a Blenheim? absolutely amazing. A man of his stature and grace, buried very simply in a small courtyard outside of Blenheim.
Accounts for the type of sightseeing experience to be had in Oxford. More than 600 buildings in the city are considered to be outstanding architectural merit. Most belong to the university.
Here we are, the oldest university town in England, Oxford. And what's Amy interested in? The Oxford ice cream. Okay, Amy, off we go.
Discount. Probably another.
We're going to look for the White Rabbit. This is 12th and 13th century architecture.
Let's go around, you can see a northern thing. Oh, look at that spire above the wall over there.
And restored by Cardinal Wolsey in 1526, Henry VIII's reign. See in the background another spire. And yet, with the hustle and bustle, High Street in Oxford, short steps away, here you're at a huge field. Unbelievable. On our way to Stonehenge, we stopped at a place called Avebury. They have,
Older than Stonehenge.
and what else do we know about it?
And it's got several concentric circles all in the middle. The stones are not quite as large as Stonehenge's, nor are they hewn. They're more natural, but this is older and larger.
Are these big?
Part of the circle now. Two concentric circles. Size of these stones. Incredible. These folks could have built these things. And nobody knows.
Years before that, 3000 BC.
showing the stone? That's not the stone. Okay, oh, see the huts? They think people live. Here we are on the windswept Salisbury Plain. Look how square that one is. Two of them are perfectly, I mean, they really... How do you cut granite when all you have to work with is bone tools?
Yeah, how do you know they cut it?
They had to have cut it because it was straight. They took this rock out of the sides of the mountains.
Yeah, but why did they take so much time to actually build it? How many years did it take, Mom? And how do they know these rocks are from far away?
Because there's no rock like that in this area. The closest rock like that is 250 miles away in Wales.
And in ocean?
So how do you think you and your friends carry one of those from here to the top of the next hill over there where the trees are?
No problem.
How would you do it? I still think you can't stand it. Were they burial mounds? I mean, did they find bones?
They are all burial mounds. They've all got cremated remains inside. Some pottery, nothing really of any value, but all cremated, yeah. And there's been cremations here as well. There's 56 pits all around this. You see the henge here, the earthwork, which is the ditch and bank. 56 burial pits all the way around there. They've excavated most of those and found cremated human remains. We don't know quite what they were, whether they were dedications or sacrifices or what, we don't know.
Or if they were just old dead people.
Or maybe they were just any old person, that died and they returned on here. We don't know. Virgins is what they say, but no, we don't know.
Now, when you say there are 56 of them right around in the ditches, or like this little one
No,
here?
you see the
There's a
big.
one.
Actually, see that spot on the path there?
Yeah.
That white spot. That's one of them. That marks it. We've only actually excavated this part. There are 56 because they're spaced. Technologies then they'll come along,
like radar.
Well, we don't know. I mean, in 50 years' time, they may have things that we don't know about now. They may be able to come along here and find something which we would have destroyed if we dig it up now.
Mistake, sure.
So, which is what the archaeologists are so frustrated now when they come here to work. They find that somebody's been here 300 years ago already, and they've thrown out exactly what they were looking for. And we had a notorious local man in the 1800s. He used to come up here and he would dig up pottery to take home, and there's a picture of him with his daughter smashing up this pottery, to make another pot out of it. So, this is what the problem is. There's no actual evidence left now because people have been coming here for hundreds of years. Anything that they found has been lost or destroyed.
What's the relationship between this and Avebury?
Avebury actually predates Stonehenge. It's not like Stonehenge. It's much bigger. It's very much incomplete now. It's been destroyed over the years. villagers thought that the stones might be witches or something, so they buried them and broke them up and took them away. But because Stonehenge, you can see there's nothing here. There's never been a town here, so nobody's ever really bothered about it, which is why, why Stonehenge is so preserved. Yeah, but Archery actually is about 1,000 years older, but it's not as sophisticated as Stonehenge. All these stones are shaped, they're all flat, smooth. They've got the lintels and they fit together. You see that sort of wimple on the top of that stone? Well, its partner has fallen down. It would have had the top stone and that would have had a hollowed out ridge underneath, so that would have fitted together. And all these stones actually fit together in like carpentry joints, which is why they've managed, to stay like that for so long. And of course Archery hasn't got any of those sorts of...
Now how do they fathom that they got the top stones up there?
They don't know. There's two theories. They could have either just used leverage logs. They dug a big hole. Those stones actually go down as far as they go up. So they could have dug a big deep hole and just toppled it in and then levered it the rest of the way up. Or they could have just piled the earth up high and pulled it up with oxen or sleighs or something and then removed it that way and then took the earth away. Yeah. But even the experts don't know that one. And I mean, what possessed them to bring these? These stones have come 200 miles from Wales, and that's in their quarried state. That was before they even shaped them. They were actually shaped on site.
Oh, they were shaped on site?
Yeah, we know that because they've used the stone to actually pack them into the ground. So the bits that they shaved off have gone into the ground to hold them steady. I mean, it took them 1,000 years to do it, and they changed their minds 3 times.
How did they know that?
Because when they did all the work here in the 50s, they actually dug right down under the stones and they found, because we're on chalk here, they found where the ground had been disturbed before. So they surmised from that there'd either been another ring before or they put the stones up and then altered them, and that was the theory that the experts finally concluded, that they'd actually put the stones up in 3 different circles until they arrived at this one.
Did they do space shots down to see if there were any previous patterns on the edge or scars?
No, the only thing that comes to mind like that I know of is they took an infrared photograph of the area, and they actually could conclude from that, I don't really know how, but they could see the route that they've dragged the stones across the ground. They could actually see. Yeah, I've read about that. I don't know too much about it, but they could work out how they dragged them across this ground here through that photograph.
But they don't know how they were dragged.
No, they don't.
Animals? I mean, did they have domestic?
Well, yeah, they were farmers, so they would have had animals, but it would have been quite a task to drive this herd of animals to Wales and then drag all these back. I mean,
are there similar sites in Wales?
Yes, all over southern England and Wales. Not like Stonehenge. Stonehenge is unique, but there are other stone circles, smaller ones, some even larger ones, but
really
not at all like this.
What, the larger ones meaning larger stones or larger widths?
Larger circles.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Brown.
Pagan temple to them, and it probably was to the people before the Druids,
because
but the Romans came along and actually wiped them out. But if the Romans had known that Stonehenge was something to do with Druids, they would have tried to dismantle it, and they didn't. And I mean, the Romans were the first people to actually document Stonehenge, and they just noted down that there was these stones here. They didn't say anything, so they didn't know that Stonehenge was a pagan site. Had they known that, they would have destroyed it. So maybe, either it was kept a pretty good secret or it had already been abandoned by them.
They didn't care about it.
They didn't say anything. They just noted down on a map. The Romans were the first people to do the maps of England, and they just noted that it was here. They didn't say anything much about it. If they'd have thought that it was a Druid temple, they would have said so, and they would have tried to get rid of it, because they persecuted the Druids and they eventually wiped them out.
So this is like pre-Angles and Saxons?
Yes.
This is just Neanderthal type?
Well, no, we're not Neanderthal. We have the hunter-gatherer society that we call, and in about 2000 BC, the social structure changed. People came over, we think, from Europe and brought farming techniques and so on with them, and they actually took over the existing population who just roamed about. They were nomadic, they didn't settle down, and they were the people who built Stonehenge because they were farmers. They would have needed to know the time of day and so on, and that's really how Stonehenge works, or how they say it works. You know, you
Where
can
did they
tell.
live? Oh, go ahead. Do they think it's more of a clock, like a sundial?
Well, they think
or-
it's more of a sort of way of observing the sky, the sun and the moon and so on, so that they could actually tell whether it was coming to the summer or whether, you know, it's time to plant the crops or whatever. The actual population, the British population, the Brits as they were called, they weren't quite as intelligent. They just sort of roamed around. And of course, these other people came up from Europe and brought the culture with them and integrated with that society, and then they settled here. And Stonehenge was a part of that culture.
Are there similar things in other parts of Europe?
Yes, we've got these stone circles in France, but that's
They're not the same.
they are the same, but those are the only ones. They don't go down into the Mediterranean or anything like that.
Just sort of
You're
across
getting
the
into
channel.
different sort of societies when you go down to these areas. Just in France. Of course, the French are the actually speak the original Welsh, which is the language that people use over there. They actually have their own language.
Warwick Castle. Two peacocks. Now in the town of Warwick. Very old houses. Very interesting lean to them. Seems bowed forward. This Tudor style home. See the bow. And we're gonna have lunch at a fish and chips place here in Warwick. Still energy after almost 2 weeks on the road.